again, I posted a whole series of 9/11 videos, attached a whole lot of links. Well, here's one that was sent to me by a friend of mine, and it's from an eyewitness. He was there. He never heard or saw an airplane. He believes, as I believe, it was an inside job. He heard bombs being detonated. There was no planes. What we saw was a hologram, a cartoon, but it wasn't very funny. I'm absolutely convinced, and I was convinced before I saw this video. I was convinced years ago. I just couldn't wrap my head around it being an inside job by our government. Probably a CIA operation. It explains that dumb look on George W. Bush's face. It explains his reaction. People say, well, he reacted that way because he was total shock. No, he wasn't at all surprised. He expected it. I'm convinced that our government murdered over 3,000 people to cover up the theft of $2.3 trillion. And to cover up, what else do you want it to cover up? Listen to what this eyewitness says he heard and what he saw. Listen to why he's come forward. Problem is, most of you won't listen because it's a rather lengthy video. Most of you would rather stick your head in the ground or cover yourself up with your blankets and pretend none of it happened. It happened. And people died. Innocent people were murdered by our government. I believe the Bushes were responsible. Marvin Bush worked as a president of a security company that was hired to protect those buildings. Marvin Bush and his crew were seen taking boxes into the Twin Towers for a few weeks prior to 9/11. Those buildings were a controlled demolition. Listen to the video. Listen to what he says. Listen to what he says he saw. He's an eyewitness to mass murder perpetrated on American people by our government. You think not? You're not thinking. The link will be attached. How many of you are going to take the time to watch from the beginning to the end? One or two? Three or four? You all need to watch it. And you all need to pass it along. Take your head out of the sand. This isn't anything new. The elitists have been playing with us for a very long time. And now they want to get rid of us. What do you think those FEMA camps are for?